An incarcerated individual's use of institutional telephones constitutes consent, and your calls may be provided to law enforcement agencies. Thank you for using Securus.
Joe or Ron, are you there?
Yep. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of The Grand Jury. At the partners, we're having a bit of technical difficulties tonight. StreamYard updated, and it is a mess.
How about now? You have me now.
We have you now, Joe.
Wow. Okay. Let me start over. It is Friday night. Welcome to The Grand Jury, the live stream that does a grand jury game show style. Each Friday night, we take 5 volunteers from the social media platform X, and we ask them to review police use of force videos through the lens of a grand jury. And we ask them to make a decision. Was the use of force reasonable, or was the use of force not reasonable? Real simple question, but very difficult to do sometimes. But we have 5 volunteers. We have 7 volunteers tonight, 7 folks from the social media platform X. Let's go ahead and meet them now. Give me 1 second. All kinds of technical difficulties. But you know what? I'm going to go to the Lone Wolf on X. Lone Wolf on X, you're up first. Tell the folks what you'd like for them to know about you.
Not much. I'm the Lone Wolf on X. I joined Twitter back in like 2012 and came back after Elon bought it. And here I am, helping Sarah Fields and Southern and part of the grand jury here. That's about it.
And we're glad to have you, my friend. Now, Southern, you're also on X, and you run some pretty, you run frequent spaces. I go to your spaces quite often, and very interesting format you have there, kind of laid back, but lots of good information. But what would you like to tell folks about yourself tonight?
Thanks, Joe. So we do everything and nothing at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every night on X. You can find me at FFA Family. Lone Wolf is my co-host, and then Sarah is our co-host when she shows up because she's busy raising a family, and we do lots of investigative journalism together. So,
we appreciate you volunteering tonight. Sarah Fields, also on X. Tell the folks about yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Sarah Fields. I'm on X as Sarah is Censored. Investigative journalism we do, and Lone Wolf and Southern are on my team. We do a lot of exposures when it comes to the public school systems, corruption within the public school systems, and we do a lot of investigations on the recent trucker wrecks that have occurred all across our nation. And we stay very busy with that. And I'm excited to be here to do this tonight because this seems like it's going to be fun and a little bit of a distraction from all the work that we do. I'm a mother of 4, busy mom. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
We're extremely happy to have you. And even with technical difficulties, no matter what happens, we will have a good time tonight. This is about, folks, this is only grand jury that you can consume alcoholic beverages. It's allowed and sometimes encouraged. Sippy Cup 2 on X. Now, I first time meeting you in the DMs and going back and forth. You're kind of an interesting cat. Tell the viewers what they should know about you.
Oh, there's all kinds of stuff they probably should know about me, but I'm a co-host of Jinx Sip podcast. You can go to jinxsip.com and just find all our links and stuff. Also wrote an app that we're currently digging through the Epstein files with. We basically expose corruption. We dig through big government file dumps and fun stuff. And we also host weekly spaces twice a week, Wednesdays and Sundays.
We appreciate you spending a Friday night with us. Let's go to Land of Illusion. Land of Illusion, you're I've caught you in the spaces. You have an interesting outlook on things as well. What would you like for the folks to know about you?
Hey guys, I'm excited to be here. I first want to thank Joe, Ron, and Bruce for having this and having all of us. Super excited. I joined X after being banned on all of the social media sites because my main focus is to try to debunk whatever I see that's, out there. Just Land of Illusion. Really, that's it. I just want to find out the truth about things, and I found a good group of people to be with, and I'm really excited to be here. Thank you.
Once again, I'll say this to each and every one of you. It does mean a lot for people to spend a Friday night with us. And we've coordinated and worked with this group folks for a few weeks to try to make this happen. So we're pretty excited about tonight. But we've got next, drop the post there. There we go. We got Iron Patriot.
What's up, everybody? So
introduce yourself, sir.
Hey, guys. Can you hear me okay?
We've got you 5x5 loud and clear.
Nice. Hey, I'm here hanging out with all of the people that are also on this show. We hang out in Southern's X Space every night at 10 o'clock, Everything and Nothing. I'm a big fan of another show that Southern co-hosts every day at noon called The Reckoning. That's also on X. It's at high noon Eastern time, Monday through Friday every week. That's a news show. I'm really on X to get news, and that's really kind of why I came here. Last October, I started an X Space, a regular X Space on Monday nights at 7 p.m. called Liberty X Happy Hour, to the point where I got logos and T-shirts and I've got flags and things up. I've been taking a break from that since last April, just due to some things that's happened in the family, but I'm looking forward to getting back on that in January. And really, that was all about people that are authors and writing books that have to do with history, that have to do with politics, that have to do with educating people on conservative values. And that's what I'm all about on X. And I am Iron Patriot True. That's my X handle. So feel free to follow me there. And I'm really looking forward to getting back to doing our Liberty X Happy Hour show and perhaps drinking bourbon and having some more to do with this particular show. I'm looking forward to having fun with all of my X friends here. So thanks for having us.
Iron Patriot setting the standard for beverages tonight, just letting everybody know. I haven't seen any solid proof from any other guest, but glad to have you tonight. This is Friday night. This is exactly
it is Friday night.
This reminds us of the taverns of old when grand juries, I'm sure, met and did this. I'm sure that there was some alcohol. We've dropped Derek, so we're going to come back. I think he's having some connection issues. We'll come back and get an introduction from him. But in the meantime, let's meet our clerk tonight. Also our producer, Big Ron, retired Navy veteran. Ron, tell the folks about yourself.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the show tonight. It's been great getting to know all of you and going through all the debacles that we've had last night and tonight. Looks like all the videos are loaded, Joe. Everybody's out there in the streaming land saying hi in the chat. The cigar is lit. I'm on my second glass of bourbon, so you better catch up. Other than that, Joe, I think it's going to be a phenomenal show. The viewer count is climbing. It's looking really good. I'm really excited about it.
Yes, sir. I'm ready to get on with it as well. As with any good court proceeding or a grand jury, we have an expert witness. Jason, a retired 30-year veteran of law enforcement out of Minnesota. He's also the developer of the 3D Response School Safety Systems. Jason, introduce yourself to the people.
Hello. Just retired last June. Former police officer, sergeant, lieutenant, undercover narcotics, school resource officer, active shooter instructor, the investigations, kind of the whole gauntlet in it. And yeah, after retirement, focused on 3D response and keeping our kids safe and getting the message out there to hopefully have a paradigm shift in how we look at school safety. So that's me.
Folks, there's Jason. He's also on X. He's a great follow. Been with us on every show. Jason has not missed a show in the year and a half of doing this. Before we talk about what a grand jury is and make sure everyone's clear about that, what we're going to be doing tonight, I want to talk about the use of deadly force. The use of deadly force, there may be some different verbiage from state to state, but in general, you have the right to use deadly force when you perceive a threat that could endanger your life or limb or endanger a third person's life or limb. In police officers' cases, instances where they have a duty, if the general public at large would be in danger by the escape of someone fleeing from them. You may not use deadly force to protect one's property. You may not use deadly force. And when I say protect one's property, there are some states that you might be able to get away with it, but in of its face, police officers can't use deadly force to protect someone's property. A police officer cannot use deadly force to apprehend someone. Tennessee versus Garner makes that very clear. You cannot use deadly force to prevent someone from fleeing or getting away from you alone. You may not use deadly force because you're angry. You may not use deadly force to for any other reason than in fear of your life, a third person's life, or the life of the general public at large in general. Now, in this country, we have the grand jury system. This is unusual to this country. The grand jury system in reality is a filter. It's a filter between the citizens and the state. The state must pass through the gates of a grand jury prior to prosecuting any citizen for a felony in most states and in most cases. There are some ways around it, but in general, people go to trial after they've been indicted by a grand jury. We hear this on the news all the time. So-and-so's been indicted. They've been indicted, and an indictment comes from a grand jury. Now, unlike a trial jury, which we may see on television and TV shows, where there's a jury of 12, and they must have a unanimous decision, and they must be convinced beyond a reasonable doubt. A grand jury is different. It's secret. You may ask questions. You may ask to review the evidence, which a jury may not do until deliberations. You may ask Jason some particular questions. You may ask to go back and review evidence tonight in the form of video. You may ask to go back and do that. You as a grand jury do not have to have a unanimous decision. A majority decision tonight will work. 3 out of 5 will win the day. And we're asking you to be convinced at the level of probable cause. Probable cause is real simple. It is more likely than not a crime has occurred, and more likely than not the actor is responsible. So when we talk about use of force, more likely than not, the use of force was reasonable, and more likely than not, the use of force was not reasonable. That's kind of how you're going to weigh it out tonight. And we're simply going to ask this jury, by using the reasonable person standard, which is not yourself, it's a hypothetical construct. Excuse me, I had to call evidence presented, not things that you've heard on the outside or doing a Google search to see if you can get more information. That's not how it works. You are to decide what the state presents as evidence, and that's it. If that convinced you, that's good enough. If it did not convince you, that's kind of your answer is there as well. Okay. I said the rules of the game, really, essentially 3 out of 5 votes wins the day, and a majority decision is what we're looking for. We do put you on a clock. We're going to watch the way we'll do this tonight. You'll watch the video. We'll have a very short period there of questions, just questions, not deliberations, and any video that you would like to see. The jury may have 1 or 2 findings. A true bill, which means formal charges, and we'll send this matter to trial, or no bill, no formal charges, and that matter will die today in our mock world. So true bill is also an indictment. You mean that you believe the allegations, or you believe that the force was not reasonable, would be a true bill. A no bill is where you believe that the force was reasonable and that this matter needs to go no further. Do we have any other questions before we get to our first case? I'm taking silence. Silence is compliance. Big Ron, let's put case number on the board.
Let's fire it up, Joe.
911, where's your emergency?
Hi, I work for Bear River Band in Roosevelt Rancheria. I got a guy that up here in our rec center. He showed up with a big old bloody bandage on his arm, and now he's in the shower. And I asked him if he needs medical attention. He said yes, he does.
Okay, let me check.
And then now he's just dripping blood everywhere.
Okay, let me transfer you to medical. Do not hang up.
It's been wrapped like that?
He said he'd rather have it be sewed up, so I'm assuming it's cut good.
You probably need some stitches. Okay. Sweet. I'll go let them know. How old are you?
What does that matter?
They're going to ask you, and I'm going to tell them. Okay, what's your first name? Thomas?
Yeah.
Okay. His name's Tommy.
Deputy Bradford Anderson also arrived to assist with the situation. Paramedics treated a severe laceration to the man's left arm and advised he should seek hospital care for his wound. The subject refused further treatment and he walked away from the recreational center. Approximately 10 minutes later, employees located a vehicle in a nearby parking lot that Anderson was possibly driving. Deputies Brown and Anderson located a 2015 Lexus sedan, and it was determined to be registered to Nicholas Anderson. It was determined that the subject falsely identified himself, and his real name was, in fact, Nicholas Anderson. The Bear River tribe wanted Anderson to be removed from the property. Deputies then informed Anderson that if he stayed, he'd be trespassing on tribal land.
Something's going on. Okay. What's your actual birthday?
Don't you know that?
I know your full name, but I don't know your birthday.
That matter?
Okay, here's the deal. They don't want you on their property. Their property is all of this, including the casino and down the hill to the freeway. So you're gonna have to get in your car and take off, or you're gonna go to jail for trespassing. All this could have been avoided if you would have just gone to the hospital or given your real name. I don't know why you're walking away from your car.
Oh, you had a bunch of guys there, and
Say that again?
You had many men over there, and
I mean, if we didn't want you to leave, we would have stopped you. We would have had to leave.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm good. If they want to, you know, say that I'm trespassing, okay. I'm gonna still use. There's a couple things I need to grab
From your car or something?
and then I'll leave. So, do you need a super know this? Why is this super important?
Because they want you off of the property.
Okay.
Is there a
because it's all
disconnect?
private property. They want you trespassed, so you can't be here.
That's private. That's private.
Yep.
The
It's
whole
all
hill, it's all owned by the tribe.
owned
It's
by
all
the
private
tribe.
property.
This contact was not adversarial, and it ended with Anderson agreeing to walk away and leave the property. A short time later, Corporals Brown and Anderson parked near the north end of Kaiser Road, still on Bear River Rancheria property. Nicholas Anderson drove past them, turned around, and stopped at the end of the roadway.
Camera recording started.
Thank you. 10-15 around.
Yes, sir. Huh? Put that down right now. Put it down. Put it down now. Fuck. Fuck. Stop. Stop right now. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now. 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 7 shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. Drop the gun. Drop the knife. Drop it. Drop it. I got the knife. That's good. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Cuffs. Fuck. Get a med kit. Yep. Go. I guess. Yeah. Take the other side. What's the issue, man? Put that down. 55, we have one at gunpoint. Put it down now. Fuck. 55, he's armed with a knife. Get on the ground now. Get on the ground.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground now.
On the ground. Get on the ground. 55 shots fired. Shots fired.
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Drop the gun. Drop the knife. Drop the knife.
I got a knife. Knife here.
Okay, Jerry, there's your first case of the night. You had a kind of started out with a medical call. They go to a casino. This is owned evidently by an establishment that runs an Indian casino there in Humboldt County. They make contact with the gentleman. They provide him with medical care for an injury that he has on his arm. Everything seems to be fine. They explain to him that the establishment would like for him to be trespassed, leave the property, and not come back, that he's not welcome there, but he wasn't under arrest. He complied, left. The officers cleared the call, didn't go far, and it's not uncommon when you go to a call like that. We call it 25ing, where you'll sit door to door and kind of talk about the call you just had. This is what these officers are doing. Approximately 10 minutes later, the actor comes back, pulls down to this dead-end street, gets out, and it's like, they're talking to him. They don't really know what he's not really asking for anything. Nothing's very apparent until he pulls out a knife and begins to approach officers. And at that point, subsequently, I would say, they use deadly force. Are there any portions of this video that you would like to see again? Any key points in your mind?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Gotcha. Let me know where you want to go.
Can you please go back to the first officer right after he told him to put it down? The first officer, when he began to run towards that officer. Can you play that clip one more time? Yes, there.
Put that down right now. Put it down. Put it down now. Stop! Stop right now. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground now. 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 7 of my shots fired. Just now. Now. Get on the ground now. Now. Now.
Did that satisfy you or more?
That's good for me.
Anyone else or other portions of the video they'd like to see?
I'd like to see officer number 2 one more time.
And I'll say it now. I may say it again later. It's sometimes we start looking at these as these events happen consecutively. These are happening simultaneously. So keep that in mind. In a lot of ways, you can help yourself with that is listening. You'll hear what's happening that you've heard on the audio before from what the other officer's saying.
Take the other side. What's the issue, man? Put that down. 55, we have one at gunpoint. Put it down now. Fuck. 55, he's armed with a knife. Get on the ground now.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground now.
On the ground. Get on the ground. On the ground. Get on the ground. 55, shots fired. Shots fired.
Is that what you needed to see?
Yep.
Any more parts of the video? Any more questions? Big Ron, let's put them on the clock. Let's deliberate.
Clock is up.
Clock's up. 10 minutes. I'm going to go to Sippy Cup first. I'm going to ask each one of you just kind of to give me your general opinion of the case, or if there's any things that stick with you, now's the time to bring them up. try to briefly. We have 7 folks we'd like to get to. I want to hear everyone's opinion on where they're standing initially. Sippy Cup, I'm coming to you first.
And I'm standing at it's clearly justified at that point. I mean, he was running at him. He had a knife in his hand. Even
So
though
you think it's reasonable that the officer had a credible fear for his own life, or maybe even his partner's life?
Yep.
Fair enough. I like them short and sweet. Land of Illusion. Your take.
I wonder, I guess tasing wasn't an option. I don't.
That would be a question for Jason if you'd like to employ the expert witness.
Yeah, Jason, I'd like to.
30 years in law enforcement. I think he knows when you can deploy a taser and when you can't. Jason, you want to answer that question?
You'd never use a taser when deadly force is presented. He had a knife that could kill you. It's not the time to tase.
Okay.
Did that help, Land of Illusion?
Yep.
I'm going to come back to you because I think your wheels are turning. Let's go to Iron Patriot.
Well, I think there was quite a bit of distance between both Officer 1 and Officer 2. And upon the second review of Officer 1 with Sarah Fields, when Sarah Fields requested that, I that's what I was thinking about, was how much distance is reasonable between the officer and the gentleman.
This
with the gun.
distance has been established in some case law. Jason, do you want to answer this one as well?
Yeah, it's a 21-foot rule. In 21 feet, the ground can be gained before you can draw your weapon and get stabbed. So 21-foot rule, you are justified to use deadly force against an edge weapon.
But the weapons were already drawn and they were pointed at the assailant at that point, and I don't know what the distance was between him and the officers. So that would be my question, if that information is available.
It's not. The only available evidence you're going to have on this is that video.
Is the video. Okay. So my overall opinion is, I think for me, it's going to come down to how much distance was reasonable between the officer and the assailant. And if it was, I guess, less than 21 feet, then, I'm thinking that it seemed reasonable. The use of force seemed reasonable. If it was more than 21 feet, then I'd question it. So maybe I'd have
How much
to look
more
at
than
it again.
21 feet would give you pause?
Probably 30 feet, and from the angles that I saw in both videos, it didn't seem like it was more than 30 feet. If 21 is the standard, if that's the
Well,
standard.
no, it's not a hard 21. I said it's been established in case law. It's not actually a statute somewhere at 21 feet.
Sure.
It's what they look at is that the reasonableness, how fast someone with an edged weapon can be upon you to be in effective range of that edged weapon, which would be arm length distance. It's been established more than a few times through case law, kind of like qualified immunity has been established in case law. It's pretty thick in there that 21 feet is really accepted. There's been some cases that the defense has been able to, or one side has been able to offer enough evidence to push that out as far as 35, and I've heard 40 feet. So it's really dependent on what the reasonable person would say is reasonable.
So I'd say from a reasonable person's perspective, if 21 foot is the standard and they already had their weapons drawn, it seemed like he was a little more than 21 feet away from Officer 1 and 2.
I tell you what, there's another way to look at this, and this is how actually they came up with the 21 feet. But let me get to some other jurors, and then we'll do an experiment with a clock. Sarah Fields, what's your initial impression on this?
My initial impression is that I believe it was a reasonable use of force. The reason I believe that is because from the very beginning, he was unreasonable and he did not communicate effectively, leads me to believe that he was more than likely under some sort of, he was under the influence of something. And then when he did pull his knife out of his pocket, he clearly had intent to use it. And then when the officers told him to put that down, he did not put it down. And when the officer told him to get down and told him to stop, he did not stop. He did not get down. In fact, he did the complete opposite, and he began to run towards him. So I believe it was a reasonable use of force, because even with the 21 feet rule, if you are running, that 21 feet is going to close very, very quickly to a very short distance. So I believe it wasn't a reasonable use of force.
I think that you have articulated your argument for that very well. Southern FFA family, what's your initial impression on this one?
It was reasonable. He should have stopped when they told him to stop. Instead, he kept going forward, and that makes it reasonable force.
I like it. Derek, you're our last one. What do you think? You with us, Derek?
Can you guys hear me?
We got you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, totally reasonable. Anybody with a brain knows that when an officer is giving you direct order, you definitely shouldn't have a knife. So, yeah, that's just one less bad guy.
Okay. I don't know if we like to hear that out of our jurors, do we? I like the way you're going with it, though. But we're going to go back to Iron Patriot. Iron Patriot is hung up a little bit. He says if it's reasonably within 21 feet, he's okay with it. But beyond that, he thinks that.
And his hands were up. So that's my initial impression. His hands, as he's going
up,
towards officers.
Hands up, don't shoot. Okay, let's do an experiment.
His hands looked up, looked like it were up, and the officers had quite a reasonable distance. I guess if they were within 21 feet, if that's not the protocol for a taser.
We're not talking protocol. In taser, here's the thing. What happens if the taser doesn't work and you eat up my 21 feet while I was figuring that out? I'm not required. I have no duty as a police officer to use less than lethal when you present lethal to me. If you present lethal, I'm able to respond with lethal. But I tell you what, let's don't get in the weeds on this. Let's go back to the very first thing that you brought up. That he's kind of close, hands up. Officers had their guns drawn. They had some wiggle room on this. That's essentially what you're saying, right?
I'm just questioning it. Is all.
Okay,
that's not what I'm saying.
No, I know, and I'm not. Let's take the clock down, Big Ron.
Yep.
I'm going to put that video back up. Now, while I get this spun
Drop
up,
the gun.
We're going to be muted. I want everybody to count with me. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, right? As in seconds, correct? Everybody knows how to do that?
Yep.
Let's go back to this engagement and let's see how long this officer really had. How much wiggle room was there really in there with the guy with his hands up, even though one hand had a knife in it? How much time did this officer have before that guy was in range to actually cut him? And we're not going to start counting until he starts making moves towards this officer in the view that we're seeing right now. So he's presented the weapon, and the officer presents a weapon back. The officer's backing up.
His hands are up right
now. Okay, yes, his hands are up. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. He slows down. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Do you see my point?
I just noticed he started speeding up at the end. So yes, I see the point.
It's not the idea that it's 21 feet. It's how much is reasonable before I'm in peril that I've got to use deadly force. I would rather use deadly force.
He's got to go home to his family. So yes, my initial impression at this point, after seeing it a third time, is that I think that's a reasonable use of force.
All right,
a quick question.
Put the clock back up and yes, go ahead, Sarah.
A real quick question. So I'm prior MP, and we actually, very few of us wore body cam. So it at that time. So I don't have a lot of knowledge regarding body cams, but when it comes to those body cams in particular, is the person closer than they actually appear in the body cam because the footage looks a little distorted as well?
And there's different makes and models. Some of those can have what's called a fisheye lens on them, and it will give you some distortion. A good way to do it is start looking at things you know. Like we know that a vehicle is approximately 7 feet wide, and those SUVs are about, I think, 14 feet long. A typical road lane is 30 feet wide. So if you look at things like that, it'll help you give you some perspective and size. But the perspective is pretty close. It's not off by much. And this one I didn't notice much. I've seen some with fish eyes that there is some distortion, but not much. Okay, let's go. Let's get us a vote. Lone Wolf, you were first. I'm coming back to you for the first vote. Your vote, true bill or no bill?
Oh, true bill is reasonable.
That would be a no bill, right, sir?
No bill, yeah.
Yep. So we got one no bill. Sippy Cup, true bill or no bill?
No bill.
I heard no bill, yes? Yep. Land of Illusion, true bill or no bill?
Yeah, no bill. And thank you for clarifying the taser situation. I just wanted to know. That's all.
No, that's exactly what deliberation is supposed to be. If you were deliberating my case, I would hope you bring everything on the table and at least discuss it, right?
Absolutely.
Iron Patriot, true bill or no bill?
I'm going to say no bill, but the guy's dead. So what's the no bill on?
The use of force.
Okay, no bill.
Every case tonight, we will be looking at law enforcement officers' use of force and whether it was reasonable or not.
All right, no bill.
Sarah Fields, MP.
No.
They drink whiskey. I drink wine. All I did was double time.
I drink
You
both.
get along with my wife really well.
Now, that's a cadence we used to say in the infantry. MP, don't arrest me. He drank whiskey. I drank wine.
Lord. No bill.
No bill from the MP. Southern. What's your vote? True bill or no bill?
No bill.
No bill. It will be. Derek, your vote. True bill or no bill?
Absolutely no bill.
Absolutely no wiggle room. No bill for Derek. That's going to be a no bill. Big Ron, let's post a verdict. There we go. First case. It's easy. We do that just so that, to get the juices flowing. They're going to get more difficult. Before we go to our next case, Big Ron, let's bring up some Range Minded podcast. Folks, Range Minded podcast, you can follow him on X, but he's also on every other platform out there with the Range Minded podcast. He does everything 2A, everything individual freedom, and he puts out a weekly one. He's also up and running for micro content provider or producer, I think it is the year on a Gundy Award. You can go there and actually vote for him. But we support the Range Minded podcast. We ask that you do too. Big Ron, let's show a video.
Have you ever wondered to yourself, man, what time does the store close? Or where's the best cheeseburger near me? Well, I'm not going to answer those questions. That's what your damn phone is for. Use that. Instead, if you have stuff related, to the 2A world, I'm your man. My name's Steve. I run the Range Minded podcast. On the podcast, we talk about all things Second Amendment, whether it be new guns or gear. Maybe we talk about some training. We'll dig into Washington and the shenanigans they get up to. Sometimes we talk about the Supreme Court and the crap that they're doing. It's always a good time, a little smorgasbord of the 2A, if you don't mind me using that narrative. Either way, you can find us whether on YouTube or Rumble, Range Minded Podcast. I'm also on all sorts of streaming services wherever you listen to your podcast, Range Minded Podcast. You can jump on the website, rangemindedpodcast.com. Maybe stop by, buy a patch and some other things. There you can link to the social medias and all that other stuff. Hope to see you there. It's always a good time. Anyways, you guys have fun, stay safe, and always stay range minded. See you guys soon.
I watch the Range Minded podcast on Spotify. Wherever you watch him, you can find him anywhere, but give him a follow. You content providers out there know what that's about. Give him a follow, give him a like, and maybe go to this website, buy a patch. He's got some really cool patches there. But the Range Minded podcast, folks, we support him here on the Grand Jury. Big Ron, let's get to case number 2.
.668 trailer.
668, go ahead.
Cyan at Ross on Mary Sam Charles 5061 MSC 5061.
Proceed. Sorry, do you want to make 668 cover Cyan and Gross for related? 668 as well.
Go ahead, we're still rolling. We're going up to honorary. We're today. Reason for stop is speeding westbound on Cyan coming up to 635.
Receive 1080. Here, Abby. Receive 552, copy.
Copy 210-4. 3 units and then 8, please.
Headed up to go southbound.
Headed southbound.
Staying on Rodeo, still southbound.
Staying on radio, still southbound. 454, I'm getting off at Bruin Avenue. Proceed.
Still on Rodeo past Neil Gay. Speeds are 90. No traffic. Weather's clear. We're taking a ride on Sandy. He wrecked into a street sign. We're still going westbound on Sandy. Southbound on Daffodil.
Southbound on Daffodil.
Passing Orchid. Speeds are 40. We're in someone's grass, the first street. Hey, get on the ground! Stop! 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 Get on the ground! I'm gonna shoot you! Stop! Stop! Stop!
There's your second video. The very end, I clipped it just a little bit, maybe a little too short, but the only thing you missed was the young man falling to the ground where he was dead right there. So you had an officer on routine patrol checking traffic. He has video of the pilot, the silver SUV speeding past him. He attempts to pull the vehicle over. It runs. We saw the chase. We saw the indifference to public safety as the chase went on, and it comes to stop in front of a residence on the grass. The suspect gets out. He's given orders to stop, get on the ground, things you would expect to happen after a pursuit. He goes back into the front passenger compartment of the vehicle on the driver's side, comes back out, opens the rear vehicle. And as he steps into that rear pocket of the door, the officer engages and kills him. Any parts of this video we'd like to see again?
Can we go back to the officer exiting the vehicle once they hit the grass in the residence?
We're in someone's grass, the first street. Hey, get on the ground! Stop! 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 Get on the ground! I'm gonna shoot you! Stop! 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 Get on the ground! I'm gonna shoot you! Stop! Stop! Stop!
So that was the back door he was opening, but the gun was on the floorboard of the front seat, driver's side?
Right. That is correct.
Hey, get on the ground! Stop!
I'm going to mute that. We'll kind of motion through this, see the mechanics. He goes back into the front passenger compartment, opens the rear, steps into the rear, and that's when he's shot.
Can you back that up one more time on that other angle? The one I'm seeing it on the right side of my screen.
You're talking about the body worn cam angle, right?
Correct. Yeah, the body cam one. The other one's a dash cam, it looks like.
So he comes out the front passenger vehicle, the driver's seat.
Yep.
He attempts to open the back door. It doesn't open. Looks like he goes back and unlocks it, comes back and opens the door.
Nothing in his hands.
Nothing in his hands.
So when he was shot, there was nothing in his hands.
Nothing in his hands.
It's pretty. That's what I was looking at initially, and now I've seen it 4 times. Nothing in his hands. And you said that was found on the passenger side and the front.
Driver's side, front.
Here, did you see pedals?
Oh, driver's side. Oh.
And he was trying to open the back door, right? That's what it was. The back
Yeah,
door.
he was shot with the back door open. He was standing in that pocket as you're accessing the back passenger part of that vehicle.
Play it so we can hear the officer what he says one more time from the moment he exits. Sorry.
What are you apologizing for? This is what we ask you to do. Thanks.
Hey, get on the ground! Stop! 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 Get on the ground and shoot you! Stop! 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 Hey, get on the ground! Stop! 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 Get on the ground and shoot you! Stop! 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 Hey, get on the ground! Stop! 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 Get on the ground and shoot you! Stop! Stop! Stop!
Remind me again, where was the weapon found?
Floorboard driver's side by the pedals.
Floorboard driver's side by the pedals. And when he was shot, he had the back door open.
Yes.
He was looking into the back door.
Yeah, in reality, it looks like he gets out and immediately goes to that back door, but it's locked. He goes back to the front passenger door, unlocks it, and then comes back. He wanted in that back seat.
Okay.
Any other parts of the video or any questions? Big Ron, set that to a full 10 and let's go on the clock.
Let's rock and roll.
All right, we're doing ladies first this time. I'm going Southern, you first. What's your initial impression on this one?
I'm not happy about the officer chasing him through residential, but besides that, I'm going with no bill because the officer had no idea what he was reaching for in the backseat. He had no idea if there was a weapon or
So
where
we
it was
used
going to be located.
But if we use the standard that I was talking about earlier, would a reasonable person in that officer's position have a fear for his life?
Absolutely.
You think it's
He had
reasonable?
no idea. Yep.
Okay. Sarah, what do you think?
I'm with Southern as far as I'm not happy with how he placed people's lives in danger when he was running from the police officer. However, do we know, let me ask this, do we happen to know, did we find out later, was there a purpose, like where he was going? Like what he was doing?
I don't have that information. I don't know that it's relevant to determine whether the force did
Yeah,
a
that's
fear
fine.
exist or not.
That's fine. I was just going to use it in my argument. But
I think it was his parents' house.
okay. Basically, that officer had no idea why he was running the way he was. If the weapon was found in the front by the pedals, he got out of the vehicle, tried to go into the back, could not open the back, went back to the front where the weapon was, but to unlock the door, then went back to the back, and his hands were empty. So I'm going to say that I do not believe that wasn't a reasonable amount of force. I don't.
So you think that it was unreasonable?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Land of Illusion, you're next.
All right, this is very tough. I agree with both Southern and Sarah about him putting people in danger. I also agree with Southern about them chasing him through a residential area. I'm wondering, the officer did not know where he was. He didn't know what was going on. So the information we found out afterwards doesn't really matter at the moment. God, I don't think this is really tough. I don't think it was reasonable because he didn't have anything in his hands. But at the same time, with that said, the officer does not know what he's going for in the back seat. I'm kind of torn on this one.
You want to hear other folks' opinions?
I would.
Let me
Yeah,
come back to
I
you.
would.
Very good. We'll do that. Iron Patriot, I'm coming to you.
I'm leaning towards it was unreasonable. There was not very much time between the time he exited the vehicle and opened the back door. And it's very clear, even from the officer's body cam footage, so his perspective, that there was nothing in his hands. There's nothing in his hands. I'm going to shoot you. And I counted the time between the time he said, I'm going to shoot you, and the time he shot him. And I'm leaning towards it was not reasonable.
Okay, so I think you're with the crowd. I think everyone's thinking it was unreasonable. Lone Wolf, what's your take?
I agree with them on the the residential thing. This is a tough one. I mean, clearly there was a weapon in the car, and but he didn't have anything in his hands. But it seemed like the officer was scared for in fear for his life or safety. I don't know. I wish I knew what was in that backseat, but
well, we've got two other jurors. Let's see if they saw something or have a perspective that may sway you. And Sippy Cup, you got somebody in the audience that's dying to know if you and her are going to say it the same way or see it the same way. What do you think, Sippy Cup? I think your mic's muted, my friend.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
We got you.
All right, cool. All right, so I think it was reasonable, and I'll give you my reasons for it. So the kid was going to the back seat, right? Frantically going to the back seat, which is very likely where that gun was. When he hit that road sign, it probably shoved it up to the front, and he didn't even realize it was by his feet. That's my guess. I'm assuming that. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm assuming he was going for that gun in that back seat, but it was in the front seat because he hit something. And honestly, the officer was telling him to stop, and you don't frantically run and open the damn back door unless you want to get shot. Once an officer's pointing a gun at you and literally telling you to stop, you open that back door, you could have a shotgun, you could have a rifle, you could have a pistol, you could have anything. I mean, he doesn't know.
It's like a box of chocolates. You got to wait to see what comes out, right?
He shot him. He shot him though, right?
As soon as he opened the door, he shot him. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my problem.
All right, well, hang on. Let's get to Derek. Derek, I want to get your opinion on that. Sippy Cup, you got a gold star for that one.
Okay, I'm gonna totally agree with Sippy Cup. It's like he snatched the whole idea out of my mind. But number one, you're a 16-year-old running around with a gun like that. It's highly accessible, right? Number two, you're a cop. You're giving direct orders. He's supposed to, respond to direct orders, obey the direct orders. He didn't, and then he's reaching. Obviously, it could have been a trick. He's getting out to act like he isn't armed, and then goes back into the vehicle to retrieve the gun and use it on the officer. So I totally warranted. I hate to disagree with everybody because I understand the sensitivity of it, but I have to say that the officer was absolutely in the right.
Okay, so we've got two no bills, and Iron, you wanted to chime in on this one more time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I still think it was unreasonable. I'm a no bill.
Okay. Wouldn't
that be a true bill?
I'm sorry, true bill. Yes.
Yeah, he would be a true bill if he wants to go for an indictment. Okay, 2 minutes left. Let's reframe this. Sippy Cup brings up a point. I was curious to see if anybody would bring it up. But it does appear that that gun had slid from the back seat to the front seat. The individual gets out now, taking all the in totality of the circumstances. Whoever's behind this vehicle, the officer doesn't know. It's just a car driving down the road at a high rate of speed. He attempts to make a traffic stop. It runs at least one red light, dodging in and around traffic, wide turns, driving on the sidewalk, presenting a danger, an articulable danger to the public at large. Gets to a destination, gets out clearly with purpose, goes to the back door. It's locked, goes back to the front, unlocks it, comes back to open that door. And Sippy Cup saying that it's reasonable that this officer, after giving commands and under everything together, that officer used deadly force, that it was reasonable for him to believe that whatever he was getting in that back seat wasn't going to be good, that it was a threat. And then he did that. He shot. And Derek agrees with that as well. With that in mind, I'm going to go back around the room, and this is going to be our final vote on it. Southern, are you a true bill or no bill? Has your mind changed at all? You're no bill. No bill. Very good. Sarah, true bill or no bill?
No, I'm not going to change my mind. I think there's too much speculation to know 100% for sure what actually happened here. So I think it needs to progress to court proceedings.
Okay, so a true bill there. Land of Illusion, true bill or no bill? We're 1-1.
So I actually, I should have said it because I agree with Sippy. I had thought that gun probably flew to the front of how fast he was going. I am a no bill. Wait, no bill means, I'm sorry.
No bill, it's officer's favor if you want to look
Yeah,
at it.
yeah, because he did not know what he was going to go for in the back seat. So it's a sad, unfortunate situation, but yeah, he did not know what he was going to go for. So that's my vote. Yep.
No bill, the count's 2-1. Sippy Cup.
Well, you know mine, no bill.
3-1, no bill. Iron Patriot Truths, true bill or no bill?
I'm sticking with true bill. There wasn't enough time, and I'd be speculating to know whether that gun was in the back seat.
Okay, 3-2, no bill. Lone Wolf, what do you think?
I think I'm going to go with no bill, because for the simple fact that the officer seemed like he had a genuine fear of imminent danger. He wouldn't have known, necessarily how old the kid was, or where that gun was, or that there was a gun in the car. So
and you're talking about his tone. You detected, you could tell that man drove
he's
up.
scared. Yes, nervous.
Interesting. I like that.
Scared, yeah.
You're looking at these. Okay, Derek, what's your count? What's your vote? True bill or no bill?
That'll be a no bill. The officer gave the suspect multiple chances. He could have just not to go back into the vehicle. So absolutely no bill.
Very well. It's going to be a no bill. What was our count on that? 5-2. Am I right? Big Ron. 5-2.
I think you are correct, Joe. It was 5-2, no bill.
Very good. There's our second case. We're going to do another promo. We're going to run our promos pretty tight tonight, folks, just because of the time. But we want to talk about the Drax's Pit. Drax's Pit is a live stream and X Space show where X marks the spot on X every Saturday night. Let's show this quick video on Drax's Pit.
As liberals go crazy and throw their fits, come on down to Drax's Pit. Yeah, it's Drax's Pit.
It's a short one, but Drax's Pit, folks, it's very entertaining. You've got Kay Daly who's there. There's a Roden. There's some real good folks that hit that live stream on Friday nights, and they put together a hell of a show, and you never know who's going to stop in. It's always interesting.
All three very cool people on X, I will say that.
100%. Good folks. If you haven't seen them, check them out tomorrow night. Drax's Pit every night. I believe 10 p.m. Eastern is when that kicks off.
Daly is smart. Drax is cool. Roden is just awesome. Amazing.
And you know, we're saying about Daly. Kay Daly does a daily show, and I can't remember exactly the time in the afternoon. I think for me it's 3 o'clock, so 4 o'clock Eastern time. Great show and inside politics. That lady knows her business, and the people that come on that show know their business. Very interesting.
They very much do, and I often have to watch it after the fact, unfortunately. But I love Kay Daly, and Drax is one of the funnest people on X. Very cool dude. And Roden is just very smart. Plus, her and I lived in the Central Valley of California, in a very similar area before. So cool people.
Boy, I got the neighbor connection. I like that. Absolutely, folks. Drax's Pit tomorrow night, every Saturday night. Just like we run the grand jury on Friday, he runs the Drax Pit on Saturday. Let's get to case number 3.
Number 3 coming up.
911, what is the address of your emergency?
We have a friend here. He just got attacked in the middle of the street.
He just got what in the street?
Our other guys are just walking off right ¿Habla inglés?
No, habla español, pero only come for help.
Es que my friend pum, se cayó y lo queremos llevar a una clínica.
Siéntate.
What happened with that? You speak Spanish? No, okay, you speak English. Es que lo queremos llevar a la clínica. Espérate un segundo. So what happened is this gentleman got attacked there and fell. I called the 911, but they were instant asking, and we need help, you know what I mean? So I just hung off the 911 and we came, some friends tried to help him, and we said him, and somebody told us that he got attacked, and after he come back and it's normal. So, and what they want is to take him to hospital, but the guy didn't want it, but nobody tried to help. We tried to help.
Who attacked him?
No, he got a heart
attack.
It's not a heart attack. It's like a
stroke.
It's some kind of
okay.
It's some kind
so
of
no
attack.
one attacked
Not
him.
necessarily stroke.
No necessarily, but
if he got a stroke, he's not gonna be there like that.
Yeah.
It's not a stroke.
Which guy is it?
It's that guy that the official does.
Right,
I just give you information. There's nothing happened that they tried to attack him.
All right, I appreciate it. Un momento.
Take care of what's going on.
I need you to tell me what's going on.
I mean, I never done nothing to those guys.
They're saying he had a heart attack and they were trying to get medical here. He wasn't attacked. He was just collapsed. And then as soon as I show up, he's got his hand up to these two, like he's looking to fight him. So they wanted to take him to the hospital when he refused. So they're fine. You need medical, boss?
No.
Did you fall and pass out?
No, I see my legs is like it's kind of like how you say like
Just gave out?
Yeah.
Okay, is that how you hurt your hand? Okay. So then what happened with these guys?
I never like how you say like I never had a problem with them, but then when I sucked to here, these guys they wanted to like beat me up, and I believe I don't know if I was you that you guys came, and then somebody else came and called more how you say like more police. Police.
Are you talking about in the past?
Excuse me?
Are you talking about in the past, like over at the Home Depot, McDonald's area, or today?
Today.
So these guys tried to fight you today? Okay. So witnesses are telling me that you collapsed for a medical reason, and these guys were trying to help you, but you didn't want to go to the hospital. So did they try to take you to the hospital and you said no? What's going on? I need to understand. Were you attacked or was someone trying to take you to the hospital and you were just freaking out? Are you having a condition that requires medical attention? Your compliance is going to make this a lot easier. If you're not going to talk to us about it, you're just... This every time we report somebody trying to fight us. Why are you always getting into fights out here?
Do what?
Why are you always getting into fights out here?
I'm not getting
Been out on you like 2 or 3 times of you claiming that you were assaulted by somebody. The last time you had a pretty good black eye. So what's going on? We're trying to help you. But every time we come out, you don't want to give us any information. If you don't want to tell us, then we'll just leave and walk away. Un momento. I'm gonna go try to talk to these guys. You want both of these now? Yeah. Good luck. Put those back. They're not yours. Put them back.
Do what?
Put them back.
Sit
down. Sit down.
No te estoy diciendo nada.
Sit down.
No te estoy diciendo nada.
Sit down.
No te estoy diciendo nada.
Hey, boss.
No te estoy diciendo nada, compa. No te estoy haciendo nada. Cálmate, ¿ok? Cálmate. No te estoy
You want to do this over a rock?
No te estoy haciendo nada. Cálmate.
Hey, he's got a rock in his hand like a weapon.
Cálmate. Yo no
Drop the rock now. Hey, put the rock down. Hey, get out of here. Hey, you back there, clear out. Put the rock down. Put it down now.
Mira, hey.
Un momento, gracias. Drop the rock now. Hey. 533. We got one non-compliant. He's got a rock in his hand. Drop the rock now. Hey, you back there, clear out. Put the rock down. Put it down now. Fuck it. He's fleeing south, southeast, southwest. Cross 21st. 533 shots fired. 533 shots fired. Get medical here now.
Okay, subject died of wounds. A lot going on in this video. Initial call was a man was beat unconscious, was beat up and unconscious and at this gas station. Called in by unknown callers. We heard the 911 call. The officers arrived. They find the man that was, he said he passed out, that he hasn't been beat up. They were talking to a couple of other men that said they were trying to help him to go to the hospital because he passed out, and that was it. It escalated to the point where the suspect, the subject, we'll call him, picked up a landscaping rock about the size of a little more than a baseball. He put one into a bag or his pocket, and then he picked another one up in his hand, and he stood in kind of an aggressive stance with it. It ended in a pursuit, and we saw it also ended with gunfire and the result in the subject being killed. Any parts of the video we'd like to see again?
Can you replay the second officer's body cam at the end, leading up to the shooting, when you see the other officer shoot him?
I believe we're close here.
Drop the rock now. Hey. 533. We got one non-compliant. He's got a rock in his hand.
Drop the rock now! Hey, you back there, clear out! Put the rock down. Put it down now! Fuck it. He's fleeing south, southeast, southwest. Cross 21st. 5-3, shots fired. 5-3, shots fired. Put it down now! Fuck. Put the rock down. Put it down now! Fuck it. Clear out! Put the rock down. Put it down now! Fuck it. He's fleeing south.
Did that satisfy what you needed to see?
Kinda.
Can you play the first body cam footage, but the same spot when up into the point, like from the point where he starts to flee?
Sit down.
No te estoy haciendo nada.
Sit down.
No te estoy haciendo nada.
Hey, boss.
No te estoy haciendo nada, compa. No te estoy haciendo nada. Cálmate, ¿ok? Cálmate. No te estoy
You
haciendo
want to
nada.
do this over a rock?
No te estoy haciendo nada. Cálmate.
Hey, he's got a rock in his hand like a weapon.
Cálmate. Yo no te estoy
Drop the
haciendo
rock
nada.
now!
Hey, put the rock down. Hey, get out of here. Hey, you back there, clear out. Put the rock down.
Put it down now!
Did you see what you needed to see?
I don't know.
Do we have a translation of what he was saying when he was standing on the rock?
I was gonna ask
I was
that.
wondering the
We
same
do not.
thing.
We do not.
Okay.
Can you pause it? Can you do a slow-mo? Can you do a slow motion?
I can't do slow motion. I've seen this video several times. If you tell me kind of what you're looking for, I can try to get you there in pause, maybe.
Right before he shoots him, I'm trying to determine if he was coming towards him or running away. I can't tell if he looked like he was about to hit him with the rock
No.
or if he was still fleeing.
He started to, and then he ran away.
Right,
I think he threw the rock at him. I think that's what he did
Right there.
You see the cop kind of duck down. Yeah, he threw it at him, and then he had another one in his pocket.
But is that towards the cop or is that away from the cop?
Well, you can see the bill of the man's hat.
Yeah, look at his feet.
Yeah, he's
Look at his
looking
feet
towards
under
him.
it. He's looking at him.
He's got baseball
Yeah.
stands coming at him like a pitcher.
His feet are planted, and his arm is clearly back. And this was after he ran and crossed the street and went through traffic, correct?
Yeah, this is seconds before he meets his maker.
Before he was shot. Yeah.
This,
Let's look at the second video.
this image changed my mind, actually, I think.
Okay, you see the subject ahead. He's almost in the position that we had him frozen in before. He's gone to that crosswalk. He's no longer running. He's stopped. He's planted his feet. He's ready to fight. One would think. It appears that both officers flinch from the rock in the same direction because we get back to the McDonald's.
Man, all this is so quick.
And we're at the point where shots are fired.
I have a question for Jason. Jason, is there a reason why there was a delay with him deploying the taser? Like, does he have to say again that he needs to put it down? Or can he the plan.
Are we asking police procedure?
Yes.
And I'm going to caution on that because it varies from agency to agency. To be correct, it would take another staff of 2 and more hours than I spend on this each week to give you that information. But I think if we look at it the simple way, is it reasonable to believe that officer that shot this man believed that he was in fear of his life or serious bodily injury? Because that's the standard across America. If you pull a trigger on someone, if that's determined to be true, you're going to be okay. If it's not determined to be true, you got some problems.
Is it possible to zoom in what's on that officer's head?
His hat?
His head, yeah.
I can't. I don't have the ability on StreamYard to zoom in.
Okay.
He's got a ball cap on. Appears to be a uniform hat.
And what about the other officers? Is there any footage about that?
I believe he has no hat. Good hair.
Good hair.
Good hair.
And the one officer had his taser out ready to go and then switched.
Right.
Right.
And a rock is considered a lethal
And the
weapon,
switch
correct?
appears to have happened. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyone else? The switch from taser to weapon from the officer happened after
He ran.
the rock.
It happened mid chase. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. First, before I get off, there's officer with good hair. You want to know what their headgear is? There's officer with good hair. Now let's go back to this officer good hair. Let's go back to his point of view, and because we're talking about he got the taser out, he's going to tase this guy because that's going to work. Tasers are push buttons to turn people off. So let's watch that.
533. We got one non-compliant. He's got a rock in his hand.
He's got a
Drop
pistol.
the rock now! Hey, you back there, play out!
Pulls out his taser, charges it.
It's one throwback.
What does the suspect do here?
Yeah, he looks like he's about to toss the rock at the officers.
Put it down
and then
now!
he changes his mind.
Fuck it. He's fleeing south,
And the officer puts the taser up.
south.
After that instant, the officer puts the taser up.
Yep.
I think it's interesting also that the officers said that they've been out there quite a few times. And the one said, you really want to do this over a rock, which gives me a little hesitant. I don't know.
Well, this is your Home Depot. The workers are standing out there. You commonly have disturbances with them because they have a little order on who's standing, who gets the next guy that drives by and says, get 3 guys in my truck. So these disputes happen often. So it's not uncommon for officers to have contact with these people that stand outside of Home Depot.
Yes, I understand that. Someone translated what he was saying, by the way. I didn't
I'll
do
say.
you
Oh,
need
sorry, Southern.
that's land, but it's okay. Go ahead.
Or land. Sorry, land. Yeah, I know your voice too. It's the bourbon. It's the 3 glasses of bourbon at this point. Then my wife brought me in
I
another
tell you
one.
what, let's do this. Big Ron, let's put up a clock. Let's start deliberating. Truth or Iron Patron can be first.
Yeah, I mean, originally I was leaning towards True Bill because the guy was clearly running away both times, but the 2 pauses, not once, officer had restraint at that point, in my opinion, right? The officer clearly restrained himself when the guy originally pulled his hand back to toss that rock at him, changed his mind, ran away, but then did it a second time. In between those, we switched from taser to gun. So just the review of that to me was just super. To me, it's a no bill. That's where I'm leaning.
Okay, no bill. Sippy Cup, you're number 2 tonight, or this round.
All right. So I'm unmuted, right? Yeah. Okay. So I'm looking at it like this. The one officer that pulled out the taser was not required to pull out the taser because I'm pretty sure a rock is a lethal weapon. Right. Yep. So he was not, he probably messed himself up by pulling out the taser instead of the gun. When that guy went to throw at them, that is literally presenting with lethal force. Yep. When he had it in his hand, it was just, he was wielding it, but he wasn't wielding it at them. As soon as he presented it as lethal force and then ran away and then did it again, Yeah, he was kind of asking for it. I would say no, Bill.
No, Bill. Derek, you, sir, how do you say? You with us,
Okay,
Derek?
so initially I was going to lean toward a true bill. Can you hear me?
We got you, sir.
We got you.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Initially I was going to lean to a true bill, but after watching the guy hurl the rock, after being warned multiple times, that is an officer. Rock, a stone can be a deadly weapon if it's used correctly. And in that case, he has to pull his firearm. So disobeying and run between a rock and a hard place. So I'm going to go with a no, Bill, on that.
And just to be clear, folks, we talk about the rock being a deadly weapon, but in most states, and Texas is one of them, that serious bodily injury is also in that category. You can use deadly force to defend yourself against serious bodily injury. And Texas defines that as any protracted use of a bodily function. So if you hit me in my eye swells up for 2 weeks, or I've got to have surgery on it, that would be loss of a bodily function. Break my finger, that would be the loss of a bodily function. So there are the serious bodily injury could come into play in this, since we're talking about a rock. Where do we leave off? I think we're on the ladies now, aren't we? Sarah, we'll put you up first on that one. What do you think?
I was kind of leaning towards no, Bill, actually, from the beginning, because a rock that size just one good hit to the head and can cause bodily damage or death. And also the fact that he didn't just pick up one, he picked up one and put it in his pocket, right? He put one in his front pocket. So for him, that was ammo. And then watching the way he poised himself the first time that we paused it and the second time that we paused it, looked like he was an aggressor. He wasn't just trying to flee. I believe that the second officer pulled out his taser because he believed he was fleeing at first, but then realized he's not just fleeing, he is actually an aggressor because he is, trying to harm us with these rocks. So I'm going to go in the officer's favor and say no, Bill.
Very well put. Lone Wolf, I think I skipped you. And I don't mean to put you in the category with the ladies. I just think I skipped you and had the guys up there. So don't throw rocks at me. But what's your opinion, sir?
I mean, at first I was kind of like leaning towards a true bill, but after seeing, when the guy stopped and was, like he was going to throw the rock at him that first time, and seeing that stance, it's a no bill. I mean, okay. So that first stop there when he was about to throw the rock at him, that's like reaching for a weapon, reaching for a gun. Yeah.
That could present make one believe a reasonable fear for imminent bodily harm.
Are you playing casual?
You're muted. You're unmuted, Big Ron. Okay, so I think a no bill there. Southern, what's your stance on this one?
So I'm also going with no, Bill. If you guys had first looked when he first stood up on the rocks, like initially we didn't know what he said. First, it's been translated first now. But if you looked at his hand, you could see the rock and he was facing towards the officer. And then at that point is when he decided to start walking away, and then he eventually fled. And then we could see them, him facing the officers when he threw it. So yeah, it was just fine.
Good. And I get you guys on the translation, but remember, you can only hold the officers that use the force, you can only hold them responsible for the information they had at the time. After they pull the trigger and they find out it's a toy gun or a BB gun, you can't hold that against them if it looked real. So I'll go to the Spanish. None of those officers spoke Spanish. They're doing broken police, siéntese, sit down here, in Gallete, shut up. They didn't know Spanish. So whatever he was saying, that wasn't information the officers had. They could only go off what they saw, him holding the rock. But that's why I don't work on too much on translation. And now if the officers are speaking Spanish, we'll get some translation. But if the officers don't understand it either, then it really doesn't matter and come into play as far as the use of force information. But Land of Illusion, what say you?
Oh boy, I can never be an officer. I'll tell you that. It's a tough one for sure. I think I'm gonna probably go opposite of everybody and say True Bill.
Are you just leaning that way, or do you have anything that just stands out for you to bring you to the conclusion?
I don't think that. I mean, I'm leaning that way because I think they could have used a taser. I don't think that they needed to shoot him. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
Moon Goddess says that she didn't see a rock as a deadly weapon, and I'm sorry, it's a freaking rock, but I can bob and weave, and the chances of getting a kill shot with a rock is slim to none, in her opinion. Is that the way you feel as well?
I mean, not a little bit. I don't feel that they. I mean, I don't know what they felt, but I don't think that it was I don't think that it was as imminent danger to them as what they did to him.
Well, let me ask you this. You're standing there talking to your peeps outside the restaurant, and this same guy comes up with a rock the size of the palm of his hand, and he rears back like he's going to throw it at you. Would that give you a pause for fear for yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. But a cop, he shouldn't have that fear.
Well, I think they could have used the taser.
Okay. We are down to vote time. Going back to you first, Iron Patriot. Truth, True Bill or no bill?
I'm going to stick with my initial vote.
And that's a no bill, correct?
Yes.
Very good. Sippy Cup, True Bill or no bill?
Go with no bill.
I love the way you look up at your mute every time I call on you, man. That's awesome. Lone Wolf, True Bill or no bill?
No bill.
Derek, True Bill or no bill? We'll come back to Derek. Sarah, True Bill or no bill?
There is still a chance of being killed with a rock, so my answer is no bill.
We're clean sweep on no bill so far. Southern, True Bill or no bill?
No bill.
Land of Illusion, where did you land on this one? True Bill or no bill?
True Bill.
One True Bill. Derek, True Bill or no bill? You back with us?
That'll be a no bill.
Big Ron, post that verdict.
Can you hear me?
We got you, sir. Yes, sir. No bill on this one as well. Those of you may not know that. Actually, let me back up. Jason, I want to get you involved on this one with the rock. What's your initial impression on this video, Jason, and the actions of the officers?
I thought they did a good job. I think they were completely justified. Rocks are deadly weapons. And they were very close. The last thing you want to do is get hit by a rock, and I mean, you're incapacitated. Your weapons are exposed. No, I don't think the officers had a choice there. He could have listened. Maybe start there. Don't run and grab a rock.
I think there were, for me, Jason, there was a number of circumstances, right, that if you add them all up, right, the fact that there's public in danger, the fact that not once but twice he reared a rock at the officers, and then you add the third factor, which is the officer used constraint, initially thought about tasing him because the guy's walking away. To me, all reasonable actions, in my opinion. That's why I led towards no bill. Initially, I really did think True Bill, right? Because the guy was running away. But when you slow things down and review things, that was a big game changer. This was an interesting case, and quite frankly, in my opinion, it was a lot more confusing than the other ones. So,
real quick, a couple of you brought up tasers. Tasers are not always effective. In fact, I can tell you I hate tasers. I carried one for many years, and I've seen them not work. The majority of the time I've seen them work is when you drive somebody where you're not shooting the probes. And if you're in a deadly force encounter with a weapon, and a weapon can be a rock, a brick, a stick, a 2x4, a gun, a knife, I don't want a taser, because if you hang your horse on that response to that and it doesn't work, you are done. So I'm not a believer in tasers. Tasers have done a great job of marketing and letting the public know how effective they are. But I've seen it not work to a point where cops become so reliant on it, they've gotten hurt. So I'm not a fan of tasers. I'd rather use pepper ball or something else, but tasers are not the answer for everything.
I see some comments coming in from Moon Goddess, which are very.
Well, I'll tell you what, Bruce, throw a Moon Goddess rock comment back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want this one to be up when I say this. The first recorded murder was with a rock, Cain and Abel. So don't tell me a rock is not a deadly weapon.
Hello.
Rock's absolutely a deadly weapon. I agree with Jason. I think the officers did a good job on this. I even agree with the taser coming out at first, but when you take a baseball stance to try to plant that in my forehead, I'm going to put my taser up and I'm going to bring out the real gun.
And like I said, initially I lean towards against the officer. The guy is running away. But when you slow it down and look at all the facts on that, I'm sorry, the guy not once but twice. So yeah, clearly.
You guys are doing actually a better than average job on going back and reviewing the video. Usually we have to get a few cases in before the jury picks up on that. They go back and you see it once, but then you go back and look again. There are things you may miss, but you guys are doing a good job. But we need to keep moving here. Those of you who are not followers of the grand jury, you may be surprised to find out that the Judge Joe Brown has been a guest prosecutor on this show. When he was here, we learned about a barbecue sauce. Bruce Wayne's purchased this barbecue sauce. He says it's great. I've seen pictures, and we kind of broke down his review of it. The most interesting thing about his barbecue is a very coarse grind. Whatever this is coming out of Memphis will stick to your meat and taste delicious. Bruce Wayne's got a couple of bottles of it. But let's show our video promo, Big Ron.
Introducing Judge Joe Brown's all-new barbecue sauce and seasoning. Justice in the form of flavor. With one taste of our premium blends of all-natural ingredients, herbs, and spices, you'll fall in love with meat all over again. Judge Joe Brown's all-natural barbecue sauce collection is made up of 2 zesty flavors, original and spicy.
Law firms will take this as a retainer.
What? It must be a law firm where they hungry as hell. Now you gonna help me with this parole I'm dealing with?
You can go to Judge Joe or JudgeJoeBrownBarbecueSauce.com and get it, but you can also get it off of Amazon. I think it comes a little faster and it's actually slightly cheaper. But give it a shot and let us know about it. Let us know if you got some of the Judge Joe Brown barbecue sauce. We're fans of it here as well. And we're hoping to have him back before the end of the year to do another show with us. Great guy. And you've seen him on TV. You probably heard him in some spaces. I've had phone conversations with him. I tell you, he's cool as a fan, no matter how you're talking to him. He's a great guy and full of knowledge. We're a big fan of Judge Joe Brown and his barbecue sauce. With that, let's get to case number 4. Big Ron.
A Placentia police officer was proactively patrolling the 800 block of North Rose Drive when he observed a suspicious occupied vehicle parked to the rear of a closed and vacant business. Because of the late hour and recent criminal activity, the officer attempted to contact the occupant of the vehicle, pictured here, and later identified as Matthew Wong, to determine if criminal activity was afoot.
Roll down your window. All right, open your door. Open the door. Don't reach for anything. Open the fucking door now. Why? I'm the police, dude. Open the door now. Unlock it and open it. Don't reach for anything. Do not reach for anything. Hey! Open your door now. Roll down the window. Code 1. All the way.
For the code 1 behind Ralph.
Going all right, man. Can you roll down the window all the way?
710-4.
What's that? I'm sorry, can you say that one more time? Why is that? Why can't you do that? Roll down the window. I'm giving you a lawful order, dude. You're being detained. Roll down the window. All the way. All the way. All the way. All the way. Roll the window down, dude.
10-4.
If I go anymore, it's gonna.
Okay, then open the door. Open the door. Unlock the door and open it if you can't roll down the window for some inexplicable reason. What are you doing back here? You know this is all closed. So, what are you doing back here? There you go. There you go. Leave it that way. Leave it. Put it all the way down. Down. Not up. Down. Dude, what the hell's the matter with you? Roll the window down.
What's going on?
Well, what's going on is roll the window down all the way, like I asked you, and then we'll get into that. Other way. Dude, what are you doing? Okay, take your hands away from the ignition. Take your hand off the ignition. After it's on, dude.
Hey, he's digging around.
We have a TA.
What's over you trying to go to? MHC 28 on the vehicle. There's clear current 1-2 of 22 on a 2002 Honda Coupe registered to Matthew J. Wong.
Turn the car off!
Turn the car off!
Back up, come on this side. We don't need anybody on that car. Let's go.
Driver, turn off the car.
Let's get our team over here.
Moving. Hey, just put the parking brake on.
Okay.
Car's off.
Okay. Sarge, why don't you tap and get lethal? Okay. Let's give him some
One so far, sir.
Driver, keep your hands up where we can see them.
Okay.
Driver, put both your hands up above the head. Touch the ceiling of the vehicle. Show us your hands.
Talking to
Put them above your
head.
Yes, sir.
Driver, put your hands up where we can see them.
What do we got? Nothing yet, sir. I mean, he's just back
Driver, put up your
there.
hands.
It was just an occupied vehicle
Touch
check.
the ceiling of your vehicle.
He wouldn't comply with rolling down the window.
We are the Placentia Police Department. You are currently being detained. Follow our commands.
When Mac showed up, he tried to back out of here. Yes, so far that's it.
Sammy, he's still non-compliant. We're giving him commands to the PA system now. Windows are rolled up.
Put your hands up above your head and stop reaching around the vehicle.
He's reaching right now.
40 the window.
Hey, 40 the window.
40 Mike, 40 Mike, 40 Mike.
He's holding the window. He's reaching the window. Reaching the window.
Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up! Vehicle face away from us.
Hit his hand. Okay. 40 Mike.
K2, you had background tonight.
Now we can see.
K2, the subject was reaching under the seat.
Driver,
We use left vehicle to party the window.
face away from us and keep your hands above your head.
He's moving around, just so you guys know.
Para de mover en el carro.
Sammy,
But
Sammy, we did a 968 of the RO, and if it's the same subject we found, he has multiple weapons registered to him.
40 the window again. 40 Mike, 40 Mike.
copy.
Call him by his first name.
Matthew, put your hands above your head. Exit the vehicle. Matthew, turn off the vehicle. Open the door. Face away from us and put your hands above your head. Matthew, sálgase del carro con tus manos arriba de tu cabeza. Matthew, put your hands above your head right now. Turn off.
Tell him we just want a peaceful solution. He needs to exit the vehicle.
Matthew, exit the vehicle so that we can get you out of here. We want this to resolve peacefully. We do not want to pull you out of the vehicle or report you. Come willingly. You are being detained. Matthew, stop reaching around the vehicle. Put your hands above your head. You are being detained. Open the driver's door.
40 Mike, 40 Mike.
Shots fired.
Everybody good.
Everyone's good.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Put it out. One person.
Shots fired.
10-7, shots fired.
Get your hands up. I got commands. Get your hands up. Start medics.
23 star medic.
12 medics for location.
All right, on me.
Over stage.
Over here. You guys stay.
10-4, they're staging.
Stay. Don't move.
Hey, we need a rescue.
There's a gun
Okay, come on in, sir.
on his lap. Do not move.
12, there's a gun on the driver's lap.
Don't move.
Big 12, copy, gun on subject's lab.
Over here. You guys stay.
10-4, they're staging.
Stay. Don't move. There's a gun right here on his lap. Do not move.
12, there's a gun on the driver's lap.
I'm gonna grab the gun. Don't move.
Big 12, copy, gun on subject's lab.
Hold up. Okay. Stand by.
Okay. Okay, Sarge, grab him. Sarge, grab him. Larissa.
There's your fourth case. Any parts of that video we'd like to see again? I know. Now, look, I know it was long, but I think you needed to see how long the officers committed to resolving the situation before it got to where it was at. But any parts of that video you'd like to see again?
Yeah.
Let me go back to where shots were fired.
Exactly.
Oh, sorry. Sid.
Right. Now, right before that, same thing. We're on the same brain length right now. All right.
Open the driver's door.
40 Mike, 40 Mike. Mike. Mike.
We have satisfaction with the video.
Yeah.
Let's get a clock up. We're going to push the time here because I at least want to show the last video, and we're going to be pushing it. Let's put a clock up. Let's start deliberating. Let's see. Who are we going to first? Who hasn't gone first? It's been Derek. Derek, what's your initial thoughts on this one?
Can you guys hear me?
We've got
Can
you.
you guys? It's a little latency with the mic. I don't know what's going on with that, but can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir. We've got you. Can you hear us,
Can you guys
Derek?
hear me?
Try that. Can you hear us?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to go with a no bill on this one. You know, how long are the officers supposed to warn somebody? You know, it was very hard to see in a vehicle. They gave them, suspect ample warning. Turns out then he also has in a vehicle. So, yeah,
Well, let me ask you though. I hang on. I said at the top of the show.
For me, can't even
Can you hear me?
that.
I don't know if you can hear me or not. I said at the top of the show, the only time you can use deadly force,
I
not
can hear
because
you.
I tried everything else and I'm tired of waiting, is only when you're presented with deadly force or the threat of deadly force back at you. It's the only time you can use it. So you see that in this situation.
Correct.
Okay. Sippy Cup, I'm coming to you
correct.
next.
I don't know if the officers saw him draw or try for a weapon because it's hard to see in the vehicle. But officers, from what I understand, if the vehicle is hard to see in, especially if it's darkly tinted windows, and you don't follow a direct order, 9 times out of 10, I could be wrong. But so
Yeah, no,
the
there's
suspect
no no protocol I can't see in the window, so I can
brought that
send
on
bullets in
himself,
first.
so-
There's no protocol on I can send bullets in the window I can't see. It comes down to, do you believe there was a reasonable force or reasonable threat presented to the officers?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sippy.
All right. So
initially I couldn't see, but comes to find out that it had a gun in there. So
Okay. I wouldn't question you like whether you're right or wrong. I was just making sure we're clear on that. So you're a no bill, and I think I understand your reasons why. Sippy, what are you, and for what reasons?
I'm gonna go with. It's a rough one because I'm not really sure what his initial justification was for approaching the guy.
Suspicious person sleeping in a car.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, did he know that guy didn't work at one of those buildings? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But that's in the beginning, and then when it got to the end, then I'm pretty sure I saw what I saw, especially after you replayed it. The glass broke outwards. The glass ain't gonna break outwards if you're shooting inwards with 40 mics. He shot outside. He shot towards the cops, in my opinion. Pretty sure. Either that or he knocked the glass out. One of the two. Either way it goes. Yeah.
If we had another show, I'm gonna go to you last every time. Just letting you know, Sippy.
Okay.
Let's go to Iron Patriot. Tell me what you think.
Well, I sat there and took notes about the number of times the officers actually were extremely patient. Not only that, but they gave their commands not just in English but in Spanish. He kept reaching and shifting around. And then the window going up and down, and the guy was clearly either intoxicated or tired or under the influence of something. The fact that he started and stopped the vehicle and turned it off and on. And then I did hear that dispatch talked about multiple weapons registered, right? And he just totally ignored that. So, like, if you count the total arguments for, was it reasonable versus the fact that it might not be reasonable just because he remained in the vehicle and there was nothing confirmed, and then suddenly a weapon was found and perhaps everything shot outwards. I'm kind of leaning towards it was reasonable force and a no bill. That's
fair enough.
That was a long video. That was a lot to digest.
It was, but this is what it is. Lone Wolf, where are you at on this one?
Seeing what Sippy was saying, seeing the outward glass and how patient they were. I mean, I think it's going to be a no bill. I mean, I couldn't see a weapon, from the video, from that the guy had a weapon, but it appeared he shot out of the vehicle. So I think it's a no bill for me.
Very well. Land of Illusion, give us yours.
Yeah, I think it's a no bill. I saw that it was shot out, and I also heard the dispatch say that he had prior weapons. Absolutely no bill, hands down.
So dispatch saying that this guy has prior weapon charges or could possibly be armed. You guys are giving that a lot of faith that these weapons must be in the car.
Well, the fact that he wouldn't unroll the windows, he was playing games, rolling them up, rolling them down, wouldn't follow direction. I mean, that gives them every reason to fear for what may happen. So absolutely.
Well, and the police even had restraint after they knew the guy was known for weapons, right? So was it reasonable? Because they continued to ask, right? So
yeah, we don't know if that was actually him playing around with the window. I've had a car that did that before. If the little sensor gets messed up, it'll.
Yeah, but no, there were 3 more commands after dispatch notified the officer.
Oh no, I get that.
3 or 4 commands after. I didn't count those, but there were multiple commands after the fact that the officers knew that from dispatch that he had multiple weapons charges. Right at that point. Lots of restraint. If you immediately did it, maybe I'm thinking something else, but multiple.
But what's the talk about? What's the talk about restraint?
Hey, get out of the car.
Hold up. What is all this talk about restraint and patience? So when as long as enough restraints used, enough patience used, the government can use deadly force against you?
Well,
that's what you're using to justify it. It's kind of strange.
14 times confirmed he's got multiple weapons. The window shoots outward. They don't know what he's looking for. It's very clear in the video that his hands are up at one point, down at one point. There's so many unknowns in this, but the fact that they had so much restraint.
He also tried to get away.
Yeah, and then he started the car and started to back up multiple times. At what point do the officers?
I tell you what. Let's
put
do
their
this.
life at so much risk.
Let me help you figure out why the officers shot this man. In the video here, we're going to go full screen. I want you to watch the bottom left corner of this video frame. I want you to watch the windshield of the police car. In the bottom, there's like a little shiny thing in the dark field there. Watch around that area there. Let's take that down, Big Ron, or let's take the banners down. There we go. This is the time they're deploying the last round of 40 millimeter. Okay, there's the glass blowing out that
Yep.
Sippy's talking about. Let me go.
I didn't even see that until you pointed it out, Sippy.
Okay, but now watch this corner I'm talking to you about. See what happens to the windshield of this vehicle. See that crack up here in there?
Yep.
That's the strike of a bullet. He fired 2 shots from that window. And that's when the officers started returning lethal.
Right after. Yep.
That's exactly why I said hands down. I saw that too.
I did not see that until that was just pointed out.
All right, and I want to get around to everyone on this because we've blown our time all out on this one. Sarah, with everything presented, where do you stand? You're muted. I'm reading lips though. I'm hearing no bill. I can hear it in Texas. It says no.
Yeah, no bill, 100%. I actually saw what Sippy. I was actually hoping you would call on me first because when Sippy said it, I was like, oh dang it, he took it.
Man, I was trying to get you, but Iron wouldn't have no part of it.
Crap. Okay, that is 100% no bill.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Sarah.
No, you're fine. That is 100% no bill. That he presented deadly force 100%. Honestly, from the very beginning, when he was non-compliant, I would have immediately been put on guard. The way he was playing around, and whether he was under the influence or not, it doesn't matter because I saw what happened with the window. That's a no bill.
Yeah, he was hinky from the get, for sure. No bill on that. Southern, do you see it like everyone else sees it now?
Yeah, well, I saw it from the get-go because Sippy and I wanted the same point because we both saw it. It was justified. He fired first. No bill.
And ladies, I apologize. I should have known better than going to Sippy first. He's last on the list. I got a note here. Ever again, Sippy's always last.
Well, I mean, I was infantry, so you know.
You were what?
I was infantry too.
Sippy, you just keep taking all our thoughts.
And MP.
Infantry and MP. Ew.
I hated you, but it's okay. I love you.
Yeah. You guys, we're natural enemies, Sarah. I was
That's
infantry as well.
Joke, but he's right. So.
No, I'm kind of impressed that he's actually picked up on some things that most people don't think would have. Land of Illusion, where are you at on this one?
I didn't see it. That's crazy.
I absolutely no bill. I saw it. I saw it clear as day. They absolutely no bill.
Okay, we're going to end this show the worst way that people hate. We're going to end it with a video, and we'll talk about it in the after party on X Spaces. So we won't do any deliberation on this last video. Before we get there, though, every week, we do a video, and we talk about 3D response. 3D response is a system that Jason has developed. It's a comprehensive system for school safety. It needs to be adopted as a school code in all 50 states. It provides protection if something does happen in your child's school. It allows isolation of the shooter, protection of children and staff so they can't be shot with ballistic means through doorways and walls. All this is done where it doesn't look like a penitentiary. And it is the answer to this insane trend that is going around where somebody decides that going to a school and murdering children is a good thing to do. Let's take a look at that video, Big Ron. And Jason, I'll give you about a minute on the back end of it.
Law enforcement is on the way. Law enforcement is on the way. Law enforcement is on the way.
I see you entering, take a right. You're going to proceed down the long hall, all the way to the end. You're going to go till the end where you're intersect to the classrooms. Keep going, I see you moving forward. Subject is held up in classroom 203.
Law enforcement is on the way. Law enforcement is on the way.
3D response, folks. Jason, give us the 1 minute tour.
Overall, it's the only system out there that actually looks at the stakeholders, which are the kids, the teachers, and the cops. And we provide cover, concealment, and communication for everybody in that school. We look at how can we enhance their response and empower the teachers and the kids to take their school back. How can we empower the first responders to respond faster? And that's the thrust of it. It's a multi-layered system. There's about 9 layers that are put into it, but every aspect of that building is all about cover, concealment, and communication. And without those 3 C's, your chance of survival are less than 17%. With those C's, your chance of survival is over 85%. So it's a different look on it. It's not technology based. It's based on tactics. And right now in Minnesota, there's a bill called the SHIELD Act that is got a lot of push for it to make it a building code. So we'll see where it goes, but we're installed in multiple schools in Minnesota, and I'm hoping we can get this across the country to save our kids.
Yeah, folks, this is, we don't have time to really dive into it. Go to 3dresponse.com. He's got videos and information on what this is, but it is a complete comprehensive response to this insanity that's happening in our schools. I'll say that before 1959, the amount of children that lost in school fires will turn your hair white. Just do a Google search for school fires prior to 1959 and just look at the newspaper headlines. After 1959, they instituted the mandatory fire code. You can't put a kid's butt in a seat until this fire code's in there and tested annually. We haven't lost a child. We haven't lost a child in a school fire since 1959. So put that in your hat and think about it. We need the same thing for this other plague that's taking innocent lives from schools. But 3dresponse.com, folks, check it out. Follow Jason on X. He's always doing spaces. He's always talking about this, and some good stuff coming up for 3D Response. Before we close out, we do have a Patreon group. You can scan the code on the screen. Join our Patreon group. We've got free members. We're just free members. We also have support tiers, $3 and $5. Very low means to help support the show. Myself and our folks that put this together put quite a few hours in each week, and there are expenses doing it. So we do appreciate anybody that would throw a tip our way. We would appreciate that. Let's throw in case number 5, folks, and we're going to end with this. We'll go off air with it. Before we go to that video, Big Ron, we will have an X space. Give us about 20 minutes after we go off air. 20 minutes. I'll start an X space. We'll come in and we'll discuss this last case because you guys are going to want to discuss this one. Let's pull that down. Big Ron, run case number 5.
Emergency 911.
PD with a transfer for some kind of altercation off of Tusu. Go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, they're up on, you know where house is? No, but is that where it's occurring? Well, it was here, and then, she was only fighting with him because he wouldn't give her phone or house keys back, and she wasn't even doing anything to him. And Who then is she asked him... Who was it? Yeah. He wouldn't give back keys? Her house keys. Who's her? My cousin. Who's his girlfriend? Who's that? What's her first name? Yeah. Okay. So he wouldn't give back keys to, and this occurred at his house? No, it was at house at the apartments across from Chevron on Tusu.
Control Paul 4 in the blind. We'll be out with one male. Parking lot of Tusu Chevron, either F or 11-5. Control ball 4. It looks like a HMA blue striped sweater over tan shorts. Yo!
Hi.
Hi! Don't run at me, bro. Hey, back up. You're gonna get tased.
What do you want?
I'm
I'm
gonna
in
fucking
the
tase
What do
you.
you want? What do you fucking
Deputy
with me for?
Cutler
Why you trying
Sheriff's
to tase
Department.
me? I got
I'm
a
gonna
weapon.
tase you.
What?
Stop.
Get back in your car. Go.
Stop. Get on the ground. You're gonna get it again.
Motherfucker.
Control ball 4 taser deployed.
Come on.
Get on the ground.
Come on. How about you shit? Look at this fucker. Come on. Help me, somebody.
You're gonna
Get on the ground now. Get on the ground now. Hey, try to take it. Help me.
Stop resisting. Get on your stomach. Turn on your stomach now. Turn on your stomach. Turn on your stomach.
Get
on your stomach. Get on your stomach. I'm gonna shoot your dog. I'm gonna shoot your dog. Shoot your fucking dog.
Shoot it.
Let go of the fucking baton.
Get on the ground now.
Let go of the baton.
Help me. Get on the ground.
Let go of the baton.
Get on the ground now.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground.
Control ball 4, hands on. Taser deploy, start us back. I will shoot you. You understand me? I'm gonna shoot you.
Hey, get on the ground now. Help me, somebody. Look at.
Get on the ground now. Get on the ground now.
Help me.
Boy, get on your stomach now. Get on your stomach. You're gonna get bit.
Turn on your stomach. Get on your stomach.
Hey.
Get on your stomach.
Jump with the dog.
Shoot your dog. I'm gonna shoot your dog. Shoot your fucking dog. Shoot it.
Let go of the fucking baton.
Get on the ground now.
Let go of the baton.
Help me.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground now.
Get on the ground.
Get on the ground. Might get the dog. Here. Heads up. Fast, fast, fast. Get on the ground now.
Help me.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground.
Stop resisting. Okay.
Get on the ground. Now.
Stop resisting. You're under arrest.
Okay.
Now, get his arm. Get his arm. Now. Hey, we're 969, 969, choose you.
Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Get on the ground now! Stop resisting. Get on the ground.
Look at.
Get on the ground.
Stop.
Now.
Okay.
We need help.
Okay.
All right.
Grab your back. Stop fighting me. Stop fighting me. Stop fighting me. Stop fighting me.
Now.
Can't.
Stop fighting me.
Control team, let's start CSP.
Stop fighting me. You understand? Stop.
Give us your hand now.
Here, put that hand.
The dog.
Get on your back. Stop resisting. Put your hands behind your back. Stop biting me. Stop biting me. Put your hands behind your back. Now. I can't. This handcuffs. Put it behind your back now. Now. Put your hand behind your back. Out.